Hey guys, so it is right now Monday, July 1st, and I am about to head out for my 3-mile run today. Last week was a running disaster, meaning that it didn't happen last week, and that is such a long story. Anyways, so I'm thinking that this run is probably going to be pretty hard for me, but my pace is supposed to be 13 minutes and 46 seconds for 3 miles. We'll see how this goes. Okay, I can't consider that a fail run because I did the 3 miles, but it definitely wasn't a run the whole way. I knew this is going to be a really tough run. I told you, but it's okay. I mean, it isn't like my last fail run where I was expecting to at least complete it and just couldn't at all. I was expecting this time to have a hard time with it, and I did. As it happens, you take a week off and you feel it. It's funny because they always say, like, there's that saying where you never regret, like you regret not working out, but you never regret the workout that you did. I agree with that, but sometimes the regret of not doing a workout doesn't necessarily really hit you until you go to do your next workout. And then you feel it. So this was a really, really tough run. I ended up completing the 3 miles in 46 minutes and 46 seconds. I was supposed to complete it in 41 minutes and 18 seconds. I pushed myself probably the last half a mile, really pushed myself. And I have Truly Jess to thank for that. I was thinking about her and the Truly Committed challenge that we're doing. I was just like, no, you know what? I'm not going to give up at this last half mile. I'm going to do it. And I really did push myself, and it was tough, but I did. I wouldn't have been able to push myself the entire 3 miles, as in running that hard, but the fact that I didn't give up and just turn early and not complete the full 3 miles or something like that, I feel is an accomplishment. Could I have really pushed myself to run the entire time? Maybe. It's just hard with longer distance running. Because you have to make sure that you have enough energy to get through the rest of the run. And for me, I felt like the run walk was what I needed to do. So this week I'm actually supposed to be working on starting doing speed work to help increase my pace. And I don't know how I feel about that. I think with the week off, I just don't know that I'm ready to up the ante that much, but I'm gonna try. I've got this July challenge going on, and I'm feeling motivated and inspired, so I'm going to try my best. All right, run completed today. Not the best run, but I did it. That's all that matters. See you later. Okay, it is Wednesday, July 3rd, and I'm heading out for my run today, which is supposed to be 4 miles in total, but it's speed work, so I'll be doing 2 of those miles at a quicker pace and the other miles at an easy pace for me. A much quicker pace on those first 2 miles. It's supposed to be at 11:26. Not going to be easy, especially since right now it is like disgustingly hot and humid, but I've got the opportunity to run. Both of the kids are sleeping, their pops is sleeping with them, so I'm choosing to have an active nap time, and I'm just gonna go and do it, get it done. I don't want to procrastinate or push it back anymore because the weather has been kind of iffy today, and I don't want it to get bad and then me have to miss my run. I'm really trying to stick to this schedule for the month of July as part of the Truly Committed challenge. So I'm gonna go, I'm gonna do this. I am expecting to do fairly well with this run just because I'm feeling rested. I was feeling a little bit yucky this morning, but I'm feeling good now. I'm feeling nice and rested, and because in between the 2 miles that I am running at a faster pace, I am able to slow down. I think I'll have a nice recovery time to be able to really push it through those miles, but we'll see. Let's go. Grrr. I wish I could say I was growling because I'm just so vicious and destroyed that run like a beast, but I didn't. Fail. I don't even know what to say. No, I do. It's too hot. I could have completed it if it was cooler and positive. The problem was that you're supposed to do a mile warm-up before you start your 1 mile of the faster pace. And with it being hot, it's like 86 degrees or something like that with like 80% humidity. So I got all warm and hot and sweaty by the time that I was done with my 1 mile warm-up, that doing that 1 mile at the faster pace was just like impossible. I did half of that mile at the correct pace, but then I had to stop and really rest. I thought if I cool down, then I can continue the run. But then my husband texted me and said that Brighton is hungry. He's up and hungry, so run ended. Not complete, but ended. However, I'm not giving up. I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning bright and early when it's like 72 degrees in the morning and try the run again. I'm going to rest up tonight, go to bed when Brighton does, which is usually about 7:30 or 8 o'clock, because he's waking up about every hour and a half right now because he has a growth spurt going on. Anyways, it's frustrating, but I'm not giving up. I'm going to try it again tomorrow morning. Good morning. It is 6:10 in the morning and the sun is just starting to really poke up over the trees, and I am off to do my run. However, I've got Brighton with me. Not how I wanted to do my run this morning, and this means that I will not be doing my speed work, my tempo run, but I am going to get the 4 miles in that I was supposed to get yesterday, even if that means I have to take a single baby in a double stroller. Zoe is still sleeping with her father in bed, so I guess the plus side of this is that since I have him with me in the stroller, I have more room and ability to carry more water, which is good because, you know, the longer that my miles get, the thirstier I am. So I do get to carry more water. And yeah, we're just gonna go through this and get the 4 miles done. It's not gonna be easy because I'm pushing a stroller along with a 23 pound baby. Yes, he is that big. He's not even 6 months yet. But anyways, we'll see how this goes. Dedicated, doing it. Yeah. Alright, finished with my first mile. It's slow, but I'm doing it. That's all I care about at this point. I'm finishing these 4 miles. Oh, buddy. Huh. Alright, I'm done with my second mile, and Brighton wants to go to sleep, so I stopped to nurse him, and hopefully he'll go to sleep and I can finish this up. I'm actually kind of... Hi. Are y'all done? Oh. I'm actually kind of thankful for this little break because I was like feeling really exhausted and it's starting to get really hot. I'd wanted to run a little bit earlier than this, but anyways. Say hi. Say good morning. Anyways, I wanted to run a little earlier than this because I knew I'd be getting this hot by now, but fortunately, without having the jogging stroller ready and whatnot, I wouldn't have been able to get him in there without throwing a fit and blah blah blah. So anyways, I wanted to give up, but I'm gonna keep going. Third mile's coming. I'm glad for this little rest. We're just gonna keep going. Alright, he's asleep. Just finished my 3rd mile. Okay, I did it. I ran 4 miles. Yes. Whew. Feels good to know that I did it. I'm exhausted, but I did it and I feel great. I completed it in 1 hour and 11 minutes, which is like super slow, but I did it and that's all I care about. Whew, I feel great. Okay, so there was just one thing I want to talk about as I'm walking home. before I finish today's video is that I started thinking while I was running that I'm gonna have to cut back on my training because I'm just not finishing my miles. And that's so important, obviously. How are you supposed to build up to 13 miles if you can't even run, 3-4 miles? So I was getting really discouraged when at 2 miles of this run, I was feeling exhausted and wanting to quit and trying to think of excuses, but wanting to push and keep going. And it finally just occurred to me, you know what? It's so much more important for me to finish my miles than it is to meet my goal of a faster pace during, I hope the sun isn't in your eyes, during the half marathon. So I just decided that instead of cutting back on my training miles, I'm just going to run the miles suggested on my training program and not work on the pace for right now. And that's just what I'm gonna do. I wanna keep going, I wanna keep challenging myself, but I wanna finish my miles rather than feeling discouraged and wanting to quit because I'm pushing myself maybe a little too hard in the wrong area. So that's where I'm gonna end this video today. I'm happy I finished my 4 miles. It's 4th of July, I'm ready to go. Oh, sorry, the sun, I'm ready to go, and we're gonna have just a nice chill party with some friends and the kids. It'll be good.